I want you guys to think for a minute, a little brainstorming exercise to jump scare you guys right off the rip here. Think of the worst criminal you could possibly think of. Drug dealers, murderers, thieves, aliens, people that you've deemed as different from you and therefore that's bad. Now, if the first immediate thought to your mind wasn't the Beverly Glen Bandit, I'm sorry, you're all wrong. The Beverly Glen Bandit is a scourge among the Los Angeles area. As I've mentioned before, I'm a Southern California local to the LA area, so I've got my finger on the pulse of stuff going on right here in my hometown. And right now, we've got a criminal running loose in the streets, someone who's absolutely out of control, known as the Beverly Glen Bandit, posting shamelessly his criminal escapades going along the streets we know and love so much. Known to be seen around the rush hour times in Los Angeles, which basically means if you're out any time as long as the sun is up, you aren't safe. There is a risk that you'll see him, and that he'll be terrorizing the roadways whether you guys like it or not. He's got a few reels here that are pretty wild stuff, so let's get into it here with the first one. I had to mute the audio. He was playing the epic solo from Leonard Skinner's Freebird, but as you can see, just an absolute unchecked menace on the roadway, driving on the opposite side of the road more often than even being in his own lane. All of these cars stuck in traffic, absolutely helpless against his wrath. How I have pity for all of them. It's dangerous stuff out there. Look at him going straight down this middle lane here. Nothing but a couple feet or two between him and the other cars. And yet he still doesn't care and still continues forward on his commute, regardless of the people who care or don't care about what he's doing. Here's another clip of him just abusing his power, once again driving down the wrong side of the road. All of these poor souls stuck in the grind traffic. They might take an hour, hell even 2 hours to get to work, but not the Beverly Glen Bandit's problem. He doesn't care about your feelings, your commute, or what you have going on. Look at this entire time, once again, wrong side of the road, open, free, just doesn't have a care in the world. An absolutely unchecked menace. You can see the outcries and anguish from the community saying, I hate motorcycles that slide past me in heavy traffic out of pure rage-filled jealousy. The pain that this man is causing knows no bounds. The hundreds of people that he affects every single day without a care. Now, some people on the flip side have even come to defend the Beverly Glen Bandit, saying things like, I approve this message, or saying, still less risky than talking to girls. Isn't that the truth? Once again, showing the direct comparison between this guy's fans and haters. Someone commenting directly to the Beverly Glen Bandit, getting right up in his face, puffing out his chest, and standing on business saying, I'm reporting this to the police. But then right below that, a loyal supporter, almost someone who wishes to break free from the shackles of society and lives vicariously through the Beverly Glen Bandit doing so, saying, the Beverly Glen Bandit, just in all caps, a strong, shouting message of support. Once again, like I said, the Beverly Glen Bandit shows no fear in the face of adversity. To the people that say they're reaching out to the police and getting the cops on his tail, all he has to say is consider yourself an op. Truly stone cold stuff. This time we have a video without copyrighted audio, so now we can listen to the Beverly Glen Bandit roar his engine up this street and around all these poor souls stuck in traffic. So this one I won't talk through. Let's just have a listen. right, everyone, it's safe now to open your eyes. As you can see, this man cannot be stopped. To hell with a bollard standing in the way. To hell with the traffic. If we could even count how many souls he passed there on his way back. Now we stand sitting at a frame that means quite a few things, and something that I'm afraid to even see what could possibly happen. We see the Beverly Glen Bandit at a red light. Does this man have the decency to stop? Does he have the wherewithal to know when enough is enough? Does he know the lives at stake, all riding on this decision right here? Oh my god, he can't be stopped. Blowing through a red light, on top of all of the stuff we've just seen here. He's truly unstoppable. There's nothing that we can do. This man is out of control. Now, things like this is when I start to wonder, maybe the Beverly Glen Bandit goes deeper than we could possibly understand. Maybe the Beverly Glen Bandit is a man, not that we wanted, but a man that we needed in our society. To change things up, to question new ideals, to have understanding past what we thought we understood. You can see this man here telling him, trying to warn the Beverly Glen Bandit, showing a shred of sympathy for such a hardened criminal, saying exactly how people die, buddy. Truer words haven't been spoken. The guy right below him seems to agree. But here comes the Beverly Glen Bandit, saying, my goals are beyond your understanding. And then this fool, this cellulite of a man, saying, wow, so edgy to the Beverly Glen Bandit statement. Truly someone who doesn't understand the weight of those words and the power that they possess. The Beverly Glen Bandit is a criminal that must be stopped. But must he really? Could the Beverly Glen Bandit possibly be more than just a criminal? Could he be a symbol for us all? To blow past those on the commute standing still in traffic. To be the only one to take the path less traveled. To be the one who, at the end of the day, makes it home from their commute first. We may not know, and we may never know, but I like to think that maybe there's more to this man than we really are aware of. And that's about it for that. Thanks.